Thank you for your interest in learning about secure messaging mobile apps. This presentation will discuss important features and review a handful of popular apps, along with pointing out a useful chart and how to educate yourself further. Let's begin. What does it mean to have secure communications? Communications are secure when only you and your intended audience receive your messages. No one else can access, understand, or intercept your messages. Worse, the message itself may not be the target. An attacker may unravel your identity and masquerade as your device. That would allow the attacker to become you and replace you. Let's review a few important features to have in a secure messaging app. Before installing a new app, you want to know what you are getting and you want to feel protected. Are you concerned about ads? Are you giving away information despite having encrypted messages? Which apps work on your device and your friends' devices? Does an app work well across platforms? How does the app encrypt messages? Is it a simple standard that is easily broken or something very difficult to crack? How much security do you need and how proven is the encryption? You may also be concerned with how long a message or file exists. If you delete the message on your device, does a copy still exist on a server or another device? Certain applications have a self-erase feature that will destroy your message shortly after reading and will destroy all copies of the message in the process. Not all apps encrypt or protect every form of communication. Be sure the one you want handles the message types you need. A few apps give you the option to enable or disable security, and some will disable it by default. Double check before you start sending messages and you'll be fine. I saved the most important feature for last. Does the app support end-to-end encryption or encryption in transit? I'll explain the difference next. Encryption in transit means the data is encrypted at your device and decrypted by the service provider. This is a common feature for cloud service providers, but not desirable if you are communicating directly with another user. End-to-end encryption means your messages are encoded at your device and assumed to be safely hidden throughout its journey between cell towers and service providers until the message finally arrives at your intended receiver. Now let's review a few popular messaging apps for comparison. I'm sure you've seen or at least heard of one of these, and there are many more apps not on this list. Have you been secure, or do you think somewhere a stranger knows your plans this weekend? Let's start with the basics. Simple SMS, the short messaging service. You can send text and pictures, but you may not realize you are also sending location and device information along with each message. This allows your device to be spoofed or impersonated by an attacker. In short, SMS is everything that security is not. Slack is a popular messaging tool, but as you can see, it was not intended to be secure. Employers can review records of your communications if you use it for work, and anyone can intercept your messages. Now let's switch to a secure app. Signal is the product of a nonprofit group called the Signal Foundation, and according to their website, their goal is to promote privacy, free expression, and develop secure communications. Signal is considered the gold standard because it applies a very strong encryption algorithm that is well tested and applies secure standards to all of its communications. Another secure app is Telegram. Its design is similar to Signal, but with a more popular user interface. However, not all encryption features are enabled by default, and the encryption method depends on whether you are communicating with a group or an individual. The app has an unusual history that you may want to research. I won't discuss it here, but I think you'll agree that, based on these bullet points, the history is worth reading for yourself. Many people use WhatsApp, Facebook's current messaging app. It features secure communications, but notice this phrasing I circled in red that comes directly from their website. Facebook may promise end-to-end encryption, but it can still harvest a limited amount of information about the messages. Naturally, Apple also offers its messaging platform called iMessage and FaceTime. Notice it is also available for Android. If you research Apple's privacy, you'll find news about how fiercely they protect customer data, although if necessary, they will cooperate with authorities. As I wrap up this presentation, What I want to impress upon you most is how to search for the messaging app that works best for you. You can search for comparison charts like this one that show all of the features that may or may not be supported. Does the app offer end-to-end encryption? How does it delete messages? Which countries have control over the communication? And so on. This particular chart is much bigger than what will fit in one slide, so you may want to visit this site first to get a better idea. You will also want to do your own research if security is important to you, because you may learn things that you didn't expect, such as the stories behind Telegram or whether a secure protocol was proven to be truly secure. Thank you very much for watching this presentation. Stay safe and stay secure.